against Awestin right now. Big step forward.
Impressive. I know he lost to Dakpo in winner's bracket. I want to know what the path was in loser's bracket. I'm not quite sure.
Well, you know what? I'll take a look at that as I pull up the bracket on smash.gg/ultimateshockwave10. But while I do that, I want you to tell me how we expect this matchup to work out, because I know that there are quite a few advantages and disadvantages for each character.
Well, I mean, traditionally we've seen, at least as far as the player-to-player matchup between, it's now DI Eclipse. That's DI Eclipse versus TLOC's Awestin. Traditionally going in Austin's favor. He does play a fast faller in Greninja that gets comboed incredibly hard as soon as Ness puts his hands on him. But of course, the floaty character like Ness falls prey to a lot of Eclipse's up smash setups and air dodge reads.
Woo! And Eclipse falling a little bit prey to getting too aggressive up against Awestin, man. We know about the explosive combos this guy brings, but boy, I think we really gloss over the amount of defense that this guy really brings just because of how solid his spacing is. It's an intrinsic property of this.
Right, his spacing is phenomenal, and sometimes to counterplay that, you'll see oh my goodness, I'm scared. He spot dodged because his shield was so low, he would have either got poked or broken. Great timing.
Wow, and so aggressive again.
Guts.
Awestin was waiting for a water shuriken and not just trying to get a hard read on movement.
Yeah, and you thought that if Awestin had guts going for the bat, it was Eclipse with a max gut stack going for the nair to punish it.
Yo, if you got the guts, you got the extra HP. At least I think that's what guts is.
Guts is critical hit rate in Earthbound.
Ah, okay. I was thinking about Pokemon, but either way.
There is no gut stat in Pokemon.
I thought it was like an IV or an EV.
Nope. Not a thing. I was going for the Earthbound reference this time to trick you out.
Well, you certainly got me. We'll see if Eclipse has got Awestin off stage, who has just done a masterful job of holding that double jump. Able to make it back, but Eclipse finally closing out that first stop by getting so aggressive with the chase. Will he keep it up?
Beautiful slice right out of the air. He uses the thunder. Oh my goodness.
Other two anti-people have really got to start pulling out that get-up attack on that yo-yo at the ledge, man.
There we go. Well, a lot of the time it looks like the hitbox of the yo-yo, if the fair from ledge that we saw from Zillion is anything to take note of, a lot of the time the yo-yo just cancels out and trades with whatever hitbox you toss out, but then the persistent hitbox ends up coming through.
I see. Okay. That would make sense.
I've yet to see it in action, but I imagine we haven't seen it in action because it doesn't work.
Speaking of things that don't work, by the way, in case you were wondering what that side magnet that Awestin pulled out for there, that was all about movement. He was not trying to absorb a water shuriken, but instead right now he's going to absorb an L as Eclipse takes one more stock. But for him to fully hold that L, Eclipse has got to make a big run back here on Awestin.
There we go, going to sit back and use a lot of shurikens to try to make that space for himself. Catch Awestin jumping a little bit more so he can go for these fairs. No. Eclipse with a slow walk away, but Awestin slowly walked towards him to set up that up smash to catch Eclipse when he started dashing back in.
The slow chase from Awestin, chasing him down. Chasing down an Eclipse who, between Eclipse and Awestin, both had very long losers runs to make. I know you were asking, so I just wanted to update you on the bracket that both of these guys lost round one in the main bracket after making it out of pools.
Wow.
Eclipse then had to beat Desley, Nog, Tibbs, who put Awestin down here, Yo, and then Grayson. Meanwhile, on the other side, Awestin beating Multi and Dakpo, as we saw, Cheeks and Zillion to now be fighting Eclipse. So that is how we have gotten to this point where Awestin is up 1-0 on him, and Eclipse taking him to Final Destination, which, neighbor, this is a classic Greninja counter pick.
Absolutely none of those platforms in the way to get in the way of your movement, and instead it's all about your juggle game with those up airs.
But, of course, if you rely too much on that aerial movement, Awestin has quite a few disjoints to take care of you if you get too wily.
No platforms to get in the way of the ways that you're jumping to try to land with that forward air or neutral air, though, so all of his starters are a little bit easier to hit no matter where you are on the stage.
Ooh, good awareness there by Eclipse. I think the big brain awareness would be to go for a counter, but like that's just...
Forward smash catches Awestin out of the air, swinging just out the range. But gotta be careful at 100%. Oh, he recovers right back to the center. Or I'm sorry, he goes in and he goes out and then back in.
Wow, no tech. Yeah, and that will seal the stock out there. Eclipse looking like he is suffering to get around that PK Thunder hitbox a little bit. A great contesting from Awestin. I'm just thinking about what he can do to get around that, but man.
Greninja just does not have the hitboxes to contest it. He really just has to maneuver around it and hope. But a character without any quick hitboxes to put out in front of him is going to struggle against that PK Thunder.
Okay, well that's one way to deal with it right there, taking the hit Zelda before the Phantom comes out approach. He parried, so that was both the tail of the PK Thunder and then auto-parried the PK Thunder 2 activation box.
Yeah, still put him in too much lag to actually punish Awestin, almost getting the kill with that back throw. Tries to counter downwards, doesn't quite find the hit.
I think he weirdly, I think he got caught up on the log.
Well, the log is spawned by the counter. I don't think you get caught up on it.
Okay, well, getting caught up by this PK Thunder, Awestin returning back to the lead from whence he came. Now looking to close it out. This is the last best of 3 set of the night, so Awestin only needs one more to close it out against Eclipse, but means a comeback is all that more doable.
Awestin has done such a good job of finding these grabs, hopping right over the shurikens and landing with fairs, convert, or just raw landing and getting these grabs. It's incredible.
Speaking of things that have looked pretty nice, that was a great delay on the recovery there from Eclipse as he waited out the activation of the yo-yo. You don't charge smash attacks forever, but you do it for a while, man.
So, Awestin again with that fair landing.
Well, this won't do just yet. Gonna go for the forward throw, which I don't think Eclipse was actually DIing for. Holding back, but choosing too quickly to get back on the stage. Awestin lets the down smash rip, and Eclipse ripping on out of the bracket at 4th place. A really good run from him nonetheless, but Awestin will continue to seize his storyline.
Right after his long run has finally found the coveted best of 5 sets now in losers finals up against Oryx.
Who is consistently actually been a thorn in the side of Awestin. Perhaps not as much in this game, you know, as we would have seen in Smash 4. But
what a prize to fight through such a hard bracket and find a losers finals Oryx.